Let's look at these two questions on graphing linear relations. So with the very first question, graph the relation y equals negative 4x and state the slope. So to do that, we have two different methods. We can either do graph the relation using a table of values or using the y-intercept and the slope. So the given relation is in the slope-intercept form. What is the slope-intercept form? Let's write that down here. Y equals mx plus b, where m stands for the slope and b stands for the y-intercept. So in this relation, which is given, y equals negative 4x, we can directly get the slope from the equation. So the slope of this equation is equal to negative 4. How about the y-intercept? The y-intercept is 0. Nothing is being added or subtracted from negative 4x, so y-intercept is 0. So if we want to use these two to graph the relation, we have to start with the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is 0, so it's going to be here. That's one of the points, and we need one more point to draw the line. The minimum number of points that we need to draw a line is 2. So we have 1 already. The second point I'm going to get using the slope. What do we know about the slope? The slope is rise over run. If it's rise over run, we only have negative 4. How would I find what the run is? The run is always, if we just have a whole number, there's a 1 being divided or multiplied, like you really don't show that. So negative 4 over 1 is equal to negative 4. So the rise is negative 4, run is 1. So let's try and apply that to find another point on the graph so that we can connect those two to draw the line. So that's the y-intercept, and now the rise is negative 4. So I have to move 4 units down. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I moved 4 units down. Now, since the run is 1, I have to move across 1 point. So these are the 2 points that I'm going to be connecting. So let's connect the 2 points. That would be my line. So that is y equals negative 4x. So we use the y-intercept, we plot the y-intercept and then use the slope to find another point by finding what the rise and run are. Let's look at the second question. Graph the relation y equals 1 over 6x minus 2 and state the slope. Let's find what the slope is. This is going to be the slope. So that's 1 over 6 and that's the y-intercept. So we have identified the y-intercept and the slope, which are the y-intercept is negative 2 and then the slope is 1 over 6. So if the slope is 1 over 6, that means the slope, if we write it as rise over run, that's going to be 1 over 6. So that would be my rise, and this is going to be my run. Okay, now let's draw the graph. So in this graph, my y-intercept, so we always start with the y-intercept. So it's going to be right here, which is negative 2. So I've plotted that. And then the slope is 1 over 6. So rise is 1, so I have to go up 1 unit. So I'm going to go up 1 unit. And then how many units am I going to go across? 6 units. So let's put the 6 here. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I count 6 to the right. And from here, 6 to the right, and then I plot the point. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these 2 points so that I can get my line. The point should be there. Okay, you have to use a ruler to draw the line. So that would be y equals 1 over 6x minus 2. So that would be the solution to these questions.